Okay, you're tuned in with Stevie Shakespeare Band.
Still on the ground, Stevie Banks has it! It's a touchdown! What's his nickname? Shakespeare.
All he does is make plays.
Up next on the Sports Center Super Bowl. Wow. The Holy Toledo.
Stevie Shakespeare Bags, to be a Tie-Cat or not to be a Tie-Cat? That was the question for you, right, Stevie Bags?
That was.
You chose the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Most definitely. I'm happy about it.
And the Tie-Cats are happy you'll play the Argonauts in the Eastern semifinal on Sunday. Good to see you, man. First time on the show.
Likewise, I've arrived.
Marvon Hage, you've arrived. You've arrived on the show many times. Center from the Hamilton Tiger Cats. You must have played against him from time to time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I played against him on every team he's played on.
Right. He said to me, and I don't know what this is because I think it's football jargon, but he said, I owned your ass. I don't know what that means.
For the right price, anybody can own it. So.
By the way, you mentioned Shakespeare. You a Shakespeare fan?
Most definitely.
Oh, you want to prove it?
My favorite play is Othello, and I'll leave it at that.
Give me a line from Othello.
Oh, my goodness. I can't give you a line,
okay.
Truthfully.
So we saw you struggling with the Grey Cup as opposed to the Super Bowl. So it's playoff time in the CFL. You have a chance to redeem yourself when everybody is thinking of the Grey Cup. Tie-Cats Argonauts in the East. Winner plays Montreal. Winner goes to the
Grey Cup.
In the NHL, they play for the
Stanley Cup.
You got it. Argonauts Tie-Cats on Sundays. Toronto's coming off a nothing win. Tie-Cats off a nothing loss. Is that agreed?
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
Pretty well for you and the Argonauts in Montreal. Not for BC, but it was kind of like a preseason weekend. Is that true?
I hate saying that because every time I step on the field, I want to win.
Right.
No matter what, but it wasn't for stakes.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was in between a preseason and a real season, and we got some young guys to play at real speed.
Now, you played, right?
Yes, I'm still a young guy.
What percentage of your playbook would you have used?
I think we're very basic. We're very simple, especially offensively. We're very simple out there.
So I'm going to make a suggestion, and you guys tell me if you agree with this, right? You will face the Toronto Argonauts. You faced them once. You've beaten them every time you've played them this year. Dalton Bell played pretty well against the Montreal Alouettes. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I am the coach, Jim Barker, of the Toronto Argonauts, I'm thinking, you know what? The leash for Cleo Lemon just got a little smaller because Dalton Bell looked pretty good. You agree with that?
I would agree. I'm not the coach, but, I mean, you don't want to have quarterback controversy going into a huge playoff game.
I would disagree. I mean, it's Cleo Lemon who got him there. I would assume he's going to show up. I mean, Dalton Bell played well, but it's still the playoffs, and he's going to go against a great defense.
But isn't it true that it wasn't so much Cleo Bell that got them there, or Cleo Lemon, but it was a running back, Corey Boyd, and a pretty good defense and excellent specialty teams? Would you disagree if I said they got there in spite of their quarterback?
I mean, it's not for me to judge. I mean, I can only talk about the Tie-Cats, but, I mean, he was still on the field, and he did what he had to do to get him there. If it's 10%, it's 10%.
There's a few teams in the league that have quarterbacks that the coach says, listen, you just don't lose this game. And, you know, maybe that's the case, maybe not. But number 2 and number 3 on their team, those are the 2 key components for us to try to stop.
If I said Cleo Lemon is speedy, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would. I would.
No one calls him Speedy.
But no one's running after him either. The people who are not calling him Speedy aren't running after him. I've run after him, and he's Speedy.
Oh, okay, well, then I can't argue with you. Travis Lulay, is he Speedy?
Most definitely.
Okay, so here's the thing with Lulay is that, I mean, BC got on a huge roll. They were 1-8 at one time. He put up big numbers against the Tie-Cats. Is Lulay for real in your mind?
No, I think so. I think he's playing great, and he moves well in the pocket, and you know, he finds his receivers very well.
What kind of trouble does he pose for a defense?
He's very, very athletic, and that poses problems at all times.
So you see, I mean, because he's going to be a rookie starting a playoff game in Saskatchewan. By the way, having played for Saskatchewan, what's that like there with the crowd in a playoff atmosphere?
You know, the 13th man was our Achilles heel. I should say R for back then, last year. But
which is a joke, obviously, about the Grey Cup,
exactly,
right?
But truthfully, he'll have problems with that crowd because the Rider Nation they're unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a very hard place to play with Saskatchewan. I mean, with BC, they just got to come out, get some touchdowns fast, so to calm down the crowd, get him out of there, because it's gonna be a nightmare for him if they're still in the game in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to break. As we go to break, I imagine there is a few tickets available Sunday.
Yes, tiecats.ca is where folks.
You should work the camera. Look over my shoulder. Go for it.
You want to go to tiecats.ca for more information on tickets for the game. Come see us. It's not for the faint of heart.
And Marwan, you're a finalist for the Pepsi Refresh Project CFL Challenge.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it means we need everybody out there to go vote for my idea to win a great playroom, $50,000 towards a playroom at the McMaster Children's Hospital for kids. I'm working the camera.
Yeah, you are.
Vote for me, and I'll make sure to have ice cream all year long, and me too, I'm going to eat some.
What was that?
Hage's Heroes. Hage's Heroes, everybody.
Hage's Heroes.
I'm going to work the camera right now. Hage and Bags when we return.